Hello everyone. In this lesson, we are going to see how to write a C program to input the radius and height of a cone from the keyboard and calculate and display the volume of the cone. Alright, we can go ahead and say hash include starting angle bracket stdio.h. Now I will create the main function in main and then parentheses. Now braces, inside braces we can return 0. Firstly, we need to read the input. To read the input, I will show some message here. By using printf, we can show a message in the terminal. Let's say please input, otherwise please provide us the what we want here is radius. Then let's create a new line /n. Now we need a variable to save the radius. We will go ahead and use a float data type for this radius, and let's say the data type as float here and then variable as radius. Now I will use scanf function to read input from the keyboard. I will say percentage and f. Now after the double quotation I can separate by comma. Here with ampersand we have to provide the variable name which is float, because we have to provide here that's radius. Okay, we have to provide what is the memory location of that. That's why we are providing the ampersand here. Alright, secondly we need the height. For that we can say printf inside double quotations, let's say please provide us the height. Then /n again, it will create a new line in the terminal. Now we need another variable to store the height. Now I will go ahead and use float data type and the variable name as height and then semicolon. Finally we can read that here using scanf with the percentage f separating by comma and then ampersand, variable name is height. Alright, now we have to do the calculation. For that, let's say float volume is equals to, firstly we have to say 1 divided by 3. Now the thing is, if we do like this, it will end up with the wrong output like 0, because we cannot divide 1 by 3. Here we have to say 3.0, then it will produce some output like 1 divided by 3. It will show some output. Now we have to multiply this by pi. Pi value is 22 divided by 7, right? And then we have to multiply this with radius, which is this variable, and also we have to multiply that with the radius again, and finally we have to multiply this whole thing with the height. Okay, now we can end up with the semicolon. Now let's go ahead and see what is the output is. We can say printf inside parentheses here percentage symbol f. Now we want to limit the decimal places to 3. That means if we run like this, let me go ahead and show you that. If we run like this, to run this we have to open our terminal and compile this file by using gcc. The file name, let's say here in my case multiplication.c, that's my file name here. Okay, that file name is not matching with this program, that's okay. And also hyphen o, then executable file name, let's go ahead and say something like corn. Okay, now to run this, we can say what is the current path. The current path is dot forward slash. We have to always use this to run a executable file, otherwise it will not run. It will not run. Then com. Now let's say radius as 10 and the height as also 12, like that, I don't know. Okay, now you can see, we can see a big floating point number here, more decimal places after the dot available. How we can limit this into 3 decimal places? Here we have to say dot and then how many decimal places we should show here. Let's say 3, like that. We can use dot and then how many decimal places. Now we can compile this and run again. Now let's say something like 10 and 8 here. Now you can see there are 3 decimal places only. Okay, that's how to do this program.